Sheep's over there in the corner. But what's going on, everybody? We're all tired. Listen, I'm in a good mood. Let's not ruin it today. All right.
Yes, sir, father, sir.
GG has not given me any reason to complain a lot this week. Right?
Not this week? Okay.
Not this week. Okay. We can go back a few weeks and talk about, I don't know, did you guys hit the sweet prize support again? Did you kick that mule while he was down?
No, we talked once. We're good enough.
No, it's not good enough. It wasn't just bad. I have other dying card game communities ribbing me about the shit prize support, GG. Okay? This can't happen. You can't have other dying games making fun of you. Can you? I don't know. Like, just
I don't even know where my prizes are.
Wow.
You gave them to me, and I don't know what I did with them.
Did you honestly care about your Vaultmaster 23 deck? Were you like, I shall cherish this forever?
I did not do good enough to get a 23.
Oh, shit.
I only got a 24 and a 25.
Yeah, the 23 means that you made it to that top table.
You fucking noob. You're such a noob, you couldn't even get a Vaultmaster 23. The coveted Vaultmaster 23 decks. Coveted!
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're told. There's only, so many of those in existence, and this is what sparked JM to get a stick in his ass.
That was the thing?
Yeah, I think it was 23, right? There was no 22, right?
Sure.
No.
Right, okay.
23 was the first year.
Well, I mean, this is the, what do you call it? The epicenter moment I am choosing for JM to get the stick in his ass.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a fair choosing. No?
Sure.
But what's going on, everybody? I'm the one, the only, the WOOKIE. The Wookiee's back, and he's here to take names, kick ass, and chew bubblegum. And he's all out of bubblegum, because he's plebs. Let me tell you.
Yep.
Somebody had to come back and entertain the masses, because it wasn't you guys last week.
Are you not entertained?
We got work done.
Yo, we did work.
Did.
You did do work. That's a thing that existed.
We scored stuff. We told some good jokes. We made fun of the Wookiee. It was all around success.
Yeah, two of those four things were true.
Yeah, and I realized why you hate using our audio, because I'm like just there like hanging out. I'm like, what the hell is that clicking?
What is that noise? Why? What's all that sound in the background?
Like he's like clicking something together.
What? No, it's not sheep. It's Ewok. Ewok beats the shit out of his keyboard on a weekly basis. He just picks it up and just beats it.
It was not Ewok. It was Sheep who was literally cutting things.
It was me being bored. This is accurate.
Yeah. But he was chopping wood. We've seen this before where I think he's been whittling at times. You were going ahead and you had wrappers one day.
Oh yeah, I was opening altered packs one day. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Right? It was a good time. But I'm back. We're all back to our future glory. My ACL is only 33% torn, so we're good. Everything's fine here now. It's only 33%. I think it was like 20 some odd percent, but whatever. It's neither height nor hair.
Trying.
The Wookiee's back, baby. And here we go. It's time.
When did you tear your ACL?
At KeyForge Celebration, KFC.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wait. At what moment?
Yeah.
So don't you remember?
I think this is when he.
Don't you remember I hurt my knee when I fell into the pit at Whirly Ball? And I was limping the rest of the weekend?
I wasn't there for that part, though. Because that was before you took off your shirt, right?
Oh, no. Yeah, it was before.
Yes, Eric. Wait, time out. Yes, Eric Waters. Sheep did body slam Wookiee, and that is how.
That's the tale we can tell. I'm fine with it.
Well,
I'm just Sheep went extra superhuman, just like hulked up and
so superhuman he wasn't even there. But yeah, it's only like 27% torn, and it's fine. It's fine here now.
I think you should go and talk to that girl who told you to go get the ball.
Oh, what was her name? I forgot. She told me her name.
I don't know. You were all over it all weekend. Like,
was I? I did not.
Nobody's.
Well, no, because she had it out for me. Because now she's like, "Now you gotta stand in your chair," and I'm like, "You told me to get the ball." And yes, there was one time where my competitive spirit did compel me. One time, sheep, you weren't there the whole time. There was one time where what? Didn't even hear what he said. There was one time where, yes, I stood up because I was like, oh, shit, I'm supposed to be sitting. Right? My competitive nature took over, and I stood up. The other times, she asked me to get the ball. But it's whatever. It doesn't matter. Right? It's in the past. Fun story for our head coach meeting for my company. I think we're going to Whirly Ball.
Nice.
Sweet. It's in Minnesota. So it's probably going to be the same Whirly Ball facility.
That would be hilarious. They like see you like,
you can't come in no more.
Pre-ban.
My picture's on the wall.
Although actually, they might not recognize you with your shirt on.
Yeah, I was going to say no shirt, no nothing. So now they're going to be like, we're going to need you to take your shirt off just to verify. But how was your guys' Thanksgiving? We had a whole holiday in between last time we talked.
We are after KFC. We have Thanksgiving, and soon Christmas will be here. It was good for me. How was it for you boys?
Fantastic. Nobody bothered me. It was a good time.
I drank a lot.
What? Dress code drinking. It's almost like this is not really a show about KeyForge. It's about booze and KeyForge-ish.
So
maybe we should turn this into Archons alcohol. AA for short.
You're trying to figure out a better one. So I was like, hey, the last few times we've had folks over who I hadn't like super planned in advance. Like it was like one of these like night before, let me, pick out a couple recipes based on what I already have. So meaning I wasn't like going out and picking up additional things or preparing things. So this time I was like, I'm gonna get crazy. I'm gonna go out and prepare a bunch of stuff. So I made this big list of like various things I could compare based on what I could get my hands on in still a relatively short period of time, because it was instead of the night before, it was 2 nights before. But so I did a few things. I actually ended up doing 3 different types of fat washed bourbons. So I did 3 different bourbons. One with a coconut oil washed, another with chili oil, and then
spicy
one with
bourbon.
sesame oil. Oh yeah, and so
tell me more. What's the difference between? I'd assume one is going to have heat. One's going to.
Oh yeah, one was really very spicy.
Yep. What am I looking for on the coconut?
So the coconut, I mean, it's
sweet.
No. So like there's no sweetness, right? Because you are basically what you do is you take bourbon, right? And you take so coconut oil, like unrefined coconut oil, which is basically like a gelatinous. Well, gelatinous. It's almost like the consistency of like butter almost, right?
Yeah.
And so
very viscous.
You put that in the jar, and you put the bourbon on top of that, and you sort of shake it up so it breaks up the
so it's like an Irish cement mixer.
And kind of, and then that's a great cocktail name. And then you leave that sitting like at room temperature for good 6 hours, and then you don't actually want to drink all that fat, right? Like that's not going to make the cocktail turn out well, right? You just want to impart that flavor. So you take that container, right? You put that in the freezer So it solidifies the oil so that you can then strain out the fats and strain out all the solids. So you run that through a fine mesh strainer, and you run that through a coffee filter, and then you get the flavor without getting the oil. And so this you have to obviously prepare quite a bit in advance. So I was like, I'm gonna do one of these three based on like whatever oil I can get just at the store, right? The Acme near me, the grocery store. They had all three, so I was like, what the hell? I'll just do it, right? So I was a little crazy. So 3 different types of bourbon, and then I also did an oolong tea infused rum that I then milk washed. So that, even though the same word, it looks a little different, right? So like you infuse the tea in the rum, right? And then that's going to get all the tea flavor, but it's also going to get a lot of bitterness from a long infusion from tea, right?
Yeah, that's
so all those tannins, right? So you put milk in it after you infuse it for quite a few hours, and give that a little stir, and then you make like a citric acid solution. So you get a little water and a little citric acid, which that I already had lying around, and then and then you're stirring it, and you basically slowly drip in the citric acid, and it curdles the milk, which sounds gross, but what it does is it gobbles up, it grabs all those tannins, right? And then when you strain it, so you put it again through fine mesh strainer and through a coffee filter. This one particularly important for the coffee filter or some other serious filtration system. And then so then you've got your like tea flavored liquor, but it doesn't have all the bitterness from it. So so I did those things. I made a whole bunch of different cocktails with those. Oh, I made a mango syrup. So I went. Yeah, I did all the things.
This sounds like a lot of work to get drunk.
I was just going to ask, is anyone else getting?
I made a pineapple gum syrup also. So, what's that?
Is anyone else getting thirsty? Because that's more what was happening for me. I'm thirsty right now.
Hell yeah, it was. So, yeah, it was pretty fun, pretty good. Had to stay hydrated though, because couldn't be hungover the next day. I had to go do family stuff. So, stay hydrated, kids. I mean, adults.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, kids should be hydrated too, but for different reasons.
Yes. How many people were at your establishment for Thanksgiving?
There was 11.
Okay.
So
it sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm sad I missed it. Sheep?
Yeah.
You didn't have any turkey because apparently you're anti-turkey. Did you have a wonderful Thanksgiving?
Yeah. You could. There's good turkey. You can make good turkey.
Hold on, Sheep. You hate turkey too?
You could put a lot of gravy on it, and then it's
no longer turkey. It's just gravy soup.
Yeah,
with turkey in it. I also hate gravy or turkey. I love gravy, but I hate turkey. Turkey is the worst of all the birds. But go ahead.
I don't know if that's true. I heard goose is pretty bad, but I've never had it.
Oh.
Goose. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I've had goose. I've had duck, right? Chicken.
Goose is just big duck. So if you don't like duck, you're not going to like goose, because goose is basically the same thing as duck.
I mean, you got to prepare all these things correctly, right?
Sure, but still, turkey is the worst bird of all of, there is no worse tasting bird than turkey.
I mean, you can still make it good.
No,
it's just
trickier. It's always
I've had good
dry.
turkey, but it was deep fried. That was pretty good.
I mean, that's an option for sure.
That is the one way I have not had turkey yet is deep fried. But no matter, maybe non-deep fried turkey is moist, but every other turkey is just dry as a son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, that's more of a cooking technique. I would argue that if you spatchcock it and go ahead and you have a much quicker cook time, Put some spices on it, and 90 minutes you can go ahead and roll with it. I also think that smoking is fine, but
I can make a ham and love every minute.
No,
I do like ham.
Not good.
Sheep, I know this is going to shock everyone, but sheep also does not like ham. So this is Grumpo over here.
What? I can't fix him. I don't know how to fix sheep.
Nobody can.
He doesn't like. I understand turkey, but not liking ham.
I don't like the sweet ham. I don't mind smoked ham.
So what do you mean sweet ham?
I don't like the honey.
It's
whatever ham.
Like that spiral situation.
You don't like the people that put a fucking whole package of brown sugar on their ham? Yeah, I don't like that either. I will agree with you on that. I don't like that either.
That just sounds like barbecue. We're on our way there.
Yeah, I like many a form of ham.
No, like that Canadian bacon, which is just ham. That may be the worst.
Canadian bacon is a little weird. Like,
Canadian.
It's very processed. It's
That's why we don't have.
And now we've hit Canadians. I'll just finish this off by saying that we could have had the turkey as our national bird for the United States of America, but it is not. It did not go ahead and take that. It was close, actually. It was actually very close.
Were you there? Were you part of the voting process?
No, there's quite a bit of background knowledge and stories that are kind of shared for Benjamin Franklin pushing for the turkey to actually be our national bird instead of the eagle. You guys have never heard this before?
No.
I think I have.
Okay.
No.
Well, there's people in the gallery over here that are raising their hands that they've also heard it. So I appreciate that. That's your tidbit for today.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Yeah, the people who put far too much sugar on their ham, I can't eat that ham. But regular old ham, I can eat that for days. Also, there's something wrong with sheep, but that's moving into the next one. I'm glad. I don't know what he eats. Like, what does sheep eat?
Well, you know what you could have, sheep. You should come to Necco out here in Pennsylvania, and you should try this crazy thing called Scrapple.
I had the Scrapple last time I was out there.
There you go. You come have some more.
All right, and since we're talking about Necco, when is Necco there? Good Drazcore.
Yep, Necco is right at the end of January, beginning of February. So it is January 31st through February 1st, and it's gonna be a good ass time. So you should all come, and there's already stuff that, of course, Sydney is ordering that's showing up at my house for this event.
So if you want to see what person she's suckered into doing it, huh? Got it.
Yeah. So if you want to see the sort of outrageous things Sydney is ordering and shipping to me, you should come to Necco. It's going to be a good time.
Is if I come to Necco, will I be staying in the Drazcore establishment?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Next question.
Do you have a closet that has very good soundproofing and you are far away from?
I mean, so I have like a utility room in the basement that
I know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
It's got like the sump pump.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as it's
got like really high radon levels, you'll love it.
As long as it's warm and it's, or you give me a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
If you put him on the floor, he actually snored less. So that is something to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I got all sorts of floors. I got some carpet. I got some tile. Got some wood.
Your basement was very sweet. We were down there actually when we came out for the Philly Vault tour.
Yes.
So you got a nice gaming room and other additional space for sleeping arrangements.
Because I've been searching out train rides. To Philly. I've been looking at trains versus planes. I don't know. I got on this weird
thing. So there's a few
thing.
options. So if
I've never been on a train before, like one of these, and I'm kind of interested.
So from Milwaukee,
that's how we're getting to Worlds next year. Don't you worry.
Pretty long.
I know. No, it is like 23 hours. Yes.
Yeah, so you have to switch a few times. I don't think it's a direct Milwaukee.
There's not a direct one. No, it is. There is two switches in between.
I heard it's like riding the bus.
I don't. again,
I don't know. I've done the Excella, which is like New York to DC or Boston to DC, I guess is the whole route. And that was pretty nice, but I don't. I hear people talk about the Excella like it's nice, as in other ones aren't as nice. So I don't know.
This is Amtrak. So I don't know.
Yeah,
the Excella is Amtrak. It's just like it's like a specific route that.
Yeah. Similar to our Hiawatha.
Oh, okay. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm kind of like just interested in this train thing now that we're talking about trains, and I'm like, I wonder if it's cheaper to go on train or by flight. Because believe you me, if I have an assistant, flight's cheaper.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think it was like $200.
I have looked it up before, and
it was $93.
Well, I guess sort of like flights. It's very all over the place, right?
Okay.
Like it's like, oh, if I leave at 6 a.m., it's actually very cheap, but like one of those things. Or some days very expensive, right?
I found one that was like $93 there, and it was like $102 back.
Yeah, see, that's not bad at all, but it's going to take you a long time.
Yes, I would have to leave. I think it was like
that's the point.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Like,
right?
I'm going to disappear for 5 days, people.
But like, if me and Sheep go together, we can KeyForge all the way there.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, you can KeyForge.
No, we can't.
You can bring your hip flasks.
Let me relate back to earlier. Sheep does not like things. He's a grump.
What?
Oh no! We'll play games. It just won't be KeyForge.
Oh, that's fine too. I fully enjoy other games. In fact, it was the one thing. Okay, now I need to know, because I guess maybe this is a thing. Drazcor, you spent some times in the bars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of bar dice?
Have I heard of what?
Bar dice?
Yes, are those kind of bars.
Oh,
bar dice?
Yeah, bar dice.
What, like the dice that you roll? That's like, take a shot and like stick your finger up your butt, like those dice.
Mm,
Whoa!
In Wisconsin, all the bars have like the roll of the
but
day.
Now I'm interested in what kind of bars you go to.
There's like kinky dice where it's like one dice is like take a drink, the other's like kiss a girl, right?
No, it's a game.
Then I took the next step.
I want to say it's like Yahtzee-ish. It's really nothing like Yahtzee, but. Mm-hmm. You roll and ones are wild and, All right, well, now I'm teaching y'all bar dice next time I see y'all.
Ship Captain Crew. There's
Ship Captain Crew. Yeah. But now I'm like...
no thought that you can give a bartender $1 and then you roll some dice.
Right.
Okay.
Then,
yeah.
Or, you could play games with your friends and loser gets to choose the shots. Or winner gets to choose the shots and loser has to... You can do it a bunch of different ways.
We only have two choices when we get together. You're either drinking the Malort or the whatever else is on the table.
Well, there's usually lots of whatever else on the table, so... There were options. I don't know what concoctions you made at KFC this year, but one almost made me puke. You were just mixing liquors together. You weren't even paying attention to what they were. I'm almost sure.
I did too. There was thought put into all of those drinks.
Okay, well.
And all drinks are just liquors mixed together, sir. So I was doing just fine.
All right, fair enough. It was a terrible time. But what are we going to be doing at Necco? What's the draw?
Yeah, so the official things have not been announced.
Oh.
But I can give you a sense that because it's going to be somewhat similar to last year. So there will be True Sealed, right? I think they're still doing that. So it's going to be, get 3 decks,
pick one.
open them and pick one and play it. The set has not yet been announced.
Oh, please not Prophetic Visions.
That's sold out.
Yeah, that's sold out. So I don't even know that that's an option, right? Because so there's a few potentials, and they're working through
logistics.
What exactly that is. So that should be announced very shortly. And then there'll be a whole bunch of like side event stuff, right? So last year, Fabulous Thing did a kind of like a bingo grid where you got a bingo card and like each square was like something. Like it was either a format or like play with a house or against the house or like do some sort of achievement in a certain game or something. And it was all sorts of different cool, fun stuff. So that was really popular. So I'm imagining, because I know Fabulation's doing something again this year, so I'm imagining it'll be that or a variation on that of some sort. And then, from there, of course, we'll get some foods on and get some drinks on. Like last year, a bunch of us went up to the famous Shady Maple, which if you don't know, Shady Maple is the Shady Maple Smorgasbord, by the way, is the full name.
Oh, I've heard of this place. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like super famous Amish, like ginormous buffet. And it is massive. And it is very good. It is it's a lot, it's a buffet. It's a lot. But
I've seen whole YouTube
it's
videos
like
on this thing.
Yeah, it's an experience. It's definitely a local experience.
And you could try some Scrapple.
Yeah, there you
Who
go.
doesn't want
come
all
try some
the
Scrapple.
leftovers?
Yeah, well, it is west of Philly, right? So you'll have to drive out of Philly, right? Or take the train. You can take the train directly to Lancaster, which is closer. Drive through Amish country, right? Get stuck behind a horse and buggy, So
whatever you do, don't go with X-Ray.
Yeah, X-Ray will definitely do something
X-ray will
outrageous.
definitely get you in the wrong part of the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. He'll go to like the Amish paradise part of the neighborhood, if you know what I mean.
What were you doing in West Philly? What do you mean? Don't go to West Philly.
Like the time that dude got tased in front of X-Ray, like, what are you doing there, dude? So yeah, no, but we'll be in great areas, nowhere near rough areas. So, but yeah, let me know let us know, but let me know in particular if you're going to come in, and you guys should come in Friday. Maybe I'll take off that Friday and we can hang out or something.
I am eyeballing leaving Thursday, because if I leave Thursday, I'll get there by like Friday, like afternoon-ish, like 1 or 2 or something like that. I forgot. Yeah, I'd have to relook at it again because I was just like, I wonder. Yeah,
and before you book it, like there's a bunch of different like stations. So I can connect you to the one that's closest to me. That's going to be most convenient to grab you.
I will.
There's no way I am riding the train.
Yeah, no.
I ain't got that kind of time.
I don't know what Sheep does.
So Wookie can ride in the train, and I can go grab Wookie from the local train just in time to drive our asses all the way down to the airport
to get Sheep,
to pick up Sheep and Ewok, and then drive back. That sounds like a plan.
I'm not sure. Sheep, I don't know. I don't think Sheep likes life. I don't really know what he does.
I mean, he likes complaining about life.
Yeah.
My sad news is I cannot be at Nico.
Yes.
So remember, I have my men's retreat that I run that weekend.
You got to hang out with all your men's.
Yep. Try and lead them.
I thought we were your men's.
He knows we're hopeless. We've covered this.
You're still loved. I'm holding out hope.
Don't need that.
There's always hope.
All right, somebody heard of Bar Dice. That's good in the chat. I'm glad somebody's heard of Bar Dice, because I was like, is this a
Canadian
thing? I was like, it can't be just
it's
Joni,
our Canadian.
Yeah, but I'm like,
anywhere where it's cold and we're inside, we got to.
No, you just got to go to crummier bars and they'll have Bar Dice. It's just not the places Drazcor goes to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
don't. Places that have $20 drinks don't typically have Bar Dice.
Okay.
Yep. That's true. That's true. You got to stick your pinky out, otherwise they chop it off.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of my waiter being better dressed than I am usually. So I like the places where, that's not a thing. But
you question if
he
they
likes
clean
the
glass.
no shirt, no shoes, no problem, like
That's
those
right.
sorts of places. That's what.
listen,
he likes,
if they got
yeah.
live music, there's a good chance I'm there. Right? I'm vibing. I do like places with, typically I'm going to guess Drazcore places don't typically have live music.
Nah, because typically I want to talk about the the notes of the drink.
Yeah. See, I'm
The nuances.
all about. I'll take a vodka OJ.
Talk about
I'm
our local polo team. No, actually not. But
Yes, I'll take a vodka OJ, and I don't care what kind of vodka you put in it. Just put it in. They're all the same.
Plastic bottle.
Yeah, plastic bottle's fine by me as long as you put in enough OJ and a little bit of lemon juice.
All right, we got a
So how about
KeyForge
Sunny
talk
D?
about?
Not
You go
Sunny
Sunny
D. Not
25
Sunny
minutes in.
D. Not Sunny D. But we did have a Ghost Yes, we're going to talk about. We had a Ghost Galaxy sighting
What
at
else got
PAX.
shit to do?
Like what? What you got to do? Oh, wait.
I gotta go be grumpy
bed.
somewhere else.
Oh, you got to go grump elsewhere?
Go to bed.
Grump is in high demand.
But your grump is in high demand. How much do you get per hour to grump?
Well, so the Grinch is actually sold out right now. Like he goes from door to door.
Oh.
There's a real calling for Grinches right now. So he's making money this time of year.
Have you gotten your Grinch socks from McDonald's yet?
No.
What? No.
No?
Grinch saw. I didn't heard about that one. I heard about like fist fights about some like bear thing from Starbucks, some bear glass. I don't know.
They released some bear like limited edition bear glass. They look like gummy bears, but they made it into a glass and put a straw in it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
people
are
were all
knifing
over it.
each other for these things.
Yeah, no, the at McDonald's they're doing the adult Happy Meals again. And the adult Happy Meal toy is Grinch socks.
Oh.
So, and you can go...
Come with a happy ending?
No. It comes with...
I mean, if you deliver it yourself.
There you go.
I mean, I guess
There's
it depends on...
a good sock.
I guess it depends on...
Guys, it's getting worse.
I was going to go...
Wait, is that what the men's retreat is about?
Yeah.
No.
You'll have to go to find out, but I was going to go with
depends on joys of tube socks.
Yeah,
that seems right.
Well, I was going to go with it depends on what neighborhood you go to the McDonald's in, but you got a better one, so we'll roll with that one. But we had a GG sighting at PAX U.
Oh, you're going to bounce there. We had two articles there.
Yeah, okay, so we did have 2 articles.
PV clones are there. Done. Check.
You can do PV clones now and see if the Master Vault is right.
Which means they actually figured out how to retrieve the data of the order of the like which prophecies are on the back of which prophecies.
As Sheep stated to me, right? They did not know how to do it. We just assumed that they were incompetent. Which, to be fair, I think
it was probably the data was like in the logs in the wrong format, and I was like, "Shit, we have to go scrape the logs to figure it out." Right? Like stupid stuff like that. Like they didn't store it in the database. You know how this is.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you know.
What is nice and helpful is when importing your decks into TCO now, they will automatically go ahead and port correctly. You don't have to choose which is the order for your prophecy. So that's nice. Added bonus.
We don't, Joni, we need 0 DT deck clones.
Yeah. No DT.
We don't need them.
I think
They're
there's
not
still
needed.
like the art issue.
I mean, I will say there was a DT deck that was played sealed this week.
By the King of the Trolls.
Yes, poor Lokacar did get rolled hard with that. So
I was going to ask you which one was it?
Yeah.
Was it Mr. Perfect or
No,
Lokacar?
Mr. Perfect would never play DT.
That's not true. I feel like he'd do it to like prove some sort of weird point and then get raffle stomped in the process.
That's definitely a local car.
But just in time for KeyForge Celebration, which puts a button on the entire KeyForge season of 2025, we got the International Vault Tour Germany recap. It only happened in September. Only 3 months ago. What you know?
I really liked the final paragraph, though. More recaps to come. Organized play for 2025 is at an end, but there are a few events left to recap. Las Vegas, National Championships, and our pinnacle event, KeyForge Celebration. And Sheep, what was your response after I said this?
That nothing's going to change, so take your time?
Yeah. So there you go.
What do you want to change?
No, we don't want it to change. We just want it in a timely manner.
I was at two of those. I know what happened. I'm okay.
Okay, cool. I mean, you know what would be cool is if somehow, some way, maybe, I don't know, in like 27, 30 days, we got a Vault Tour schedule. How cool would that be?
Yeah, that would be nice. For planning purposes.
Yep.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah. I think you may be wishful.
Oh, no, I know I'm wishful. I'm just saying it would be helpful.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all.
Two new docks. Germany's got some really sweet location. It's good to see people.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we talked about this already, kind of, though.
We did, which is why
Did we talk about January? Did we talk about the winning deck already?
Probably.
It had cards.
Had cards in it.
Great. Good. It's got...
It wasn't
Henry.
It wasn't
Diabolise Toxique de Blanston.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 126.
In the draft score?
No, that's in SAS. Let's check the draft score. Yeah, let's see it. Let's check the draft score. The draft score is 138. That's pretty spicy. 138 is spicy in the draft score. Yeah, it's got science point to yes. Got trust your feelings.
I was gonna say no crazy fates, but then I saw double reiteration and I went, never mind.
I mean, it's already ascended for 2026 because Lorenzo took second in Archon.
It's got atrocity, right?
Yeah, atrocity, life ward, double shaffles,
and
a strap.
Got the Foreseer
and a traumatic
ZYX for some looping.
I mean, it has a burnished nickels, but it's house in hand, so it can be discarded in 2 houses. So that makes
there you go. Got the hoodwink, right?
I do love
the parallel thinking that we don't love.
I do love how burnished nickels with the house pip does make it better because now you could discard it in multiple houses.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, you could play your burnished nickels and then oubliette it. So you never have to see it again.
Yeah, legacy oubliette. Mm-hmm.
Right, but I mean, this deck, this is what Lorenzo played in Archon Worlds, and it's ascended for 2026. So, yeah, means he did good.
Well,
good deck.
Pretty solid.
Beat Pastor Ass. Solid.
Yes,
which has single-handedly won most of the Netherlands folks their Vault Tours.
Mm-hmm. Got to figure out how to get Pastor S a higher draft score though, because I think
just make it a higher
contingent over there immediately was like draft score sucks because Pastor S didn't score that great. It scored fine, but I mean it's not a combo system.
What did it Pastor S or what did it score?
129, which
still
is
a good draft score. That's a solid draft
but it's
score.
Not.
Can you just add 10 for any deck with ass in the name?
I mean, I could do whatever I want. Right?
Just a flat 10 if it has ass in its name.
If it has ass in the name, plus 25 draft score.
Mm-hmm.
Seems fair to me.
Maybe draft score needs to be live, and every time a deck finishes in the top 8, it gets plus 2.
I'm still thinking about. I haven't added well, I did. The last time I made changes was when we updated the Starland scores. I have been thinking about a complain feature where you can go and complain about how we scored certain cards.
Oh my god, you really want to open up that can of worms?
Yeah, doesn't that require responding? Yuck.
No, you can complain and like say what the score you want to be.
Right? Yeah, he wants to chastise me over like, more
you
cards
need to
again.
Then look at it and think about what these people have said.
Maybe. I'm not required to look at it, but then in our Discord, people can like.
The other thing that I fear in this is that there's going to be a whole bunch of edge case scenarios, but they're like, but this one time in band camp, this totally worked. It's like,
I mean, they can be wrong, but like,
we know.
Complaining is a thing. The other thing is, I wonder, maybe I don't know. I could try to implement that scaling. You know, each additional card goes +1 or -1.
How about we work on actually getting all the sets scored, and then we'll talk about scaling.
Yeah, I mean, I scored all the sets.
That seems reasonable. Oh well.
So if you're following along in our live show notes, yes, Joni, we all want actual support for local organized play. That is definitely
that will be coming in 2020. Never.
Yep. Unfortunately, that is maybe what's happening.
There is all the support. You get 2 events a year. Enjoy them.
I do. I do.
And Draz, there is a good question. Is the DrazScore.com only for PV or is it for all sets? I know this answer.
All sets.
Yeah, so it's all sets, which is great.
All sets. It works for all sets now. Almost every card is scored. You might be able to find a card that's not. But if you do, you should let me know.
And to get on DrazScore, you can go to patreon.com.
So you can. So I changed a little bit. You can go to DrazScore.com, DRZSCORE.com. You can, like, when you just land there, you can view everything without doing anything. If you, so you can look at all the existing scored decks. You can, go to the cards page. You can all that stuff. If you register, you get a few free deck scores, and if you become a Patreon, you get a bunch every month.
I think that's how it works weekend, right now. Mr. DrazScore, you and I are going to have to sit down and figure this out.
Figure what out? The
whole Patreon DrazScore.
Yes,
how because monetize your work.
That's right.
Well, this is true because right now in our Patreon, it says we're going to do like alpha scores and stuff.
Yeah,
to get higher tiers, and we're definitely not doing that.
No, we're not doing alpha score.
I'm not really even doing anything for
actually.
Higher tiers
That's not true. Sheep said he would alpha score every deck. I heard it on last week's episode.
That's right. I have a lot of C's to give out.
Just don't be mad when
just auto C.
When you get an email that says it's a C.
You can make a complaint box too, where you can ask for that to be regraded, and then it'll become a C-.
If you look at,
I was gonna say,
if you look under the complaint box, there's a shredder that's there. It just goes directly from the complaint box through to the shredder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, the decks we have shredded. Anyways, we're back to PAX U. I heard
you did a little bit of work.
I heard there was a GG sighting. They're like Yetis.
Yeah.
Every now and again, they pop up in the wild.
I thought it was a redacted sighting supported by GG.
Yeah,
basically.
I mean,
basically, redacted
tomato.
Was there in force. Yeah, no. And so PAX Unplugged. For those that don't know, this is it's become one of the largest board game and card game and tabletop RPG conventions in the country. So it's definitely smaller than Gen Con. It's like maybe similar in size to Origins at this point. I think there's like over 20,000 people. I don't know. I'll have to check to see what they say the ticket sales are or whatever, but it's pretty big. And so it's a 3-day con. And so the some of these conventions are typically board game conventions for whatever reason are 4 days, but this is a 3-day con. And there's a huge expo hall with all the different board game, card game, miniature companies, whatever are there, right? So, Fantasy Flight's got a huge area, right? Or Asmodee, I guess, has a huge area, whatever. But then little Ghost Galaxy also can get a little booth. And then there's open play areas. There's a huge board game library, and there's nerd celebrities that show up, and there's events and all sorts of things, right? So that's PAX U, PAX Unplugged, and this is the first year that that Ghost Galaxy has come to PAX Unplugged. The previous years they have not attended. So this is a newer convention. I want to say the first year was what, like 20 might have been 2018. Was the first one?
I feel like PAX Unplugged has been going on for some time.
Well, so PAX has been going on for some time, but PAX Unplugged is relatively new.
Is it?
Because PAX was traditionally
2017. The first PAX Unplugged was held on November 17th through the 19th, 2017.
There you go. Typically, PAX is like Penny Arcade Expo, right? So that's typically been a video game thing. So when they started PAX U, that's the Unplugged, right? So that's the physical games.
It's becoming a big place too for card games. A lot of, I know Dexter and Cole were there. I think they were doing Riftbound demos.
Something. I did not run into Dexter. Like, I saw him on, like, his flying around on Discord, but I did not physically see him. He's real big. So, yeah.
So, what did Ghost Galaxy do?
So first thing I do when I show up at PAX on Friday, actually, the very first thing I do is I run to the Chex Game Edition booth because they had a small number of the expansions for the new expansion for SETI, which is one of my current favorite board games, and the expansion just came out at Essen, and it's not yet released in the US, so they airshipped some copies there. So that ran out real fast. So I was happy to grab that first. But that was not too far away from where the GG booth was. So after I snagged that, walked over to the GG booth where there was Josh, there was Jeremy, and there was other guy. And which I feel bad because actually who
was other guy?
They have
a lot when you go. Yeah, when you go to
for such a small team,
KFC,
they continue to still have all these people that we don't know.
I feel bad, right? So like when you go to the KFC and there's you see Josh and Jeremy, there's CTP, right? There's Luke, there's other Jeremy, right? But then there's other guy. It's like that one other guy.
Is it the young guy? Is it Seth?
Maybe.
He's
not Hurley, not Hurley's brother. Other guy.
The Hurleys. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So other guy was there. So I feel a little bad that I can't remember his name. But so the three of them were there. And so I get there and I see the display set up, right? And I see, they've got PV for sale, right? Which is out of stock, right? But they have PV for sale. They've got Discovery, which makes sense, right? Discovery was
new people,
pretty front and center. But they had a bunch of, they had Amber Skies, they had GR, they had some Talk, they had, I think they might have some Woe. So they had a whole bunch of different sets there. They had some play mats. They had, right. So they had a whole set of things, right? They had token, right? Those, like what are the Dream Trace tokens or whatever. So they had that, right? And then they've got a big table at their booth, right, which can sit 2 pairs of folks, right? And then they've got 2 smaller tables, right? So the big table, understandably, right, was going to be that. What the heck is the new game they've been
Echoes of Omens.
pimping?
Echoes of
Echoes of Omens, right? So they've got some decks there, and they're like, hey, coming to Game Found or whatever in whatever month next year, right? March or May, or I don't know, it's some M month, right? So I don't know if they actually said one.
I think March and May is all the M months. I don't know if there's another one.
Yeah, there you go. So one of those.
You'll get your close.
And so
April.
So yeah, then like we so I'm like, okay, right, and I was actually like, well, you guys have it here. Like because one of my buddies was there just for Friday, and he's actually a guy who he will play. He has some KeyForge decks he'll play with me, but like he is not interested in like serious like competitive play. Like I've mentioned before in the cast that I have like drawers that are like kind of organized by like power level a little bit, like rough power level. Like he's one of my 2 friends that will just go and grab some decks out of the like in a section and just like face off like quasi sealed. But he has no interest in Archon or anything like that. So anywho, so he's there, but he had to go to will call, so he was going to be a bit. So I was like, oh, I'll come back when he's here because he would be interested in trying it, and I'll see what this thing is, and then I'll know how much of a hard time to give it on the cast, right? So that was my plan, right? But I was like, okay. So they got KeyForge. So then I walk over to the next table, right? So table 2 of 3, and they've got right their Lord of the Rings thing, right? Which, right, that makes sense. They ran they paid for this license, right? They ran the Game Found, right? Whatever. So you got to do that, 100%.
It was the big Lord of the Rings table, right? Kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. Exactly.
It looks beautiful.
Now they didn't have like the table wasn't like the fancy table they were selling. Like they didn't ship out the crazy table, but yeah, like when I glanced at it, I was like, oh yeah, that does look cool, right? So it was I guess just the premium, not the ultra premium edition, whatever. So I had that. So I go to the next table, expecting to see KeyForge. Guess what I see?
Mind bug.
So 3 tables and no KeyForge. I was like, Jeremy. so I started giving Jeremy a hard time, right? And he's like, oh no, we're gonna, he's like, oh yeah, Mammon and all the redacted boys, right? They're down. They're gonna demo in this area. I'm like, well, I know that, but like, you don't have a demo here. So I was giving a hard time, right? So I was like, whatever. So, and he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna send people down to demo with those guys. So I end up leaving the area, walking around the con a whole bunch, meeting back up with my buddy, but he's met up with one of his other friends. So then we end up just walking around a bunch and then playing some games. So we actually don't end up going back to the GG booth, but at some point I do wander past the redacted guys doing the demos, right? And they got a sign out like about how hey, you should demo KeyForge and you'll win a free deck. And I come by and I'm like, see what's going on, and it's like packed. There's like a lot of people playing KeyForge, and I'm like, this is actually kind of cool. And so, there was a whole bunch of people trying it, a whole bunch of people demoing decks. There was so a whole bunch of folks there, right? So we had Mammon DG, JJ, King of Bling, Metal Zoa, Chicksbro Corp, Straganate. They were all there, demoing games and whatnot. And so, just having a good time. So I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna hang out with my friends, but I'll circle back at some point. So I didn't end up really getting involved on Friday. And then Saturday, I hadn't finished walking the con floor, so I'm like, well, I'm going to do this because I want to see all the things. But I do circle back at some point on Saturday, and then like Metal Zoa is there with which turns out to be his girlfriend, and like I think he fell in KeyForge love. I don't know, and because his girlfriend, I think he was nervous about introducing her to KeyForge, but she ends up liking it, so he's just so excited. So he had a big ass grin on his face. And again, it's like packed. Like they have like 5 or 6 tables running at the same time for demos. So like somehow, even though they screwed up, I guess they screwed up the size of their booth in terms of like how many tables they could fit. So like Josh or Jeremy was like, we had planned on having 4 tables, but like we couldn't fit 4 tables in the booth, so we could only have 3. I was like, lame excuse. But then somehow they failed up, right? Somehow by not having that booth and then having people come over to this area meant there was way more demos going on all the time. And then we kept sending people back to go get decks. And, I come back and like Jeremy's like, oh yeah, people are buying a whole bunch of decks and stuff. So that was cool. So finally on Sunday, I actually get involved in demoing because a bunch of the guys were not going to be there. So it's like, hey, can you stop by for a little bit? So I was like, sure. So I come by not too long after open and just start demoing games with people. And it was actually a ton of fun. There was people that I ran into that were like quasi locals. I was like, here's our store, get Discord. There was people like from all over. I was like trying to connect to various places. Like there's one guy from Montreal. So I'm like pinging JML and I'm like, what's the name of the store you play at? Right. And then I was pinging the Michigan guys. Like, what store do you guys play at? Right. Like all this stuff. So it was actually, it was pretty cool. I ended up spending the entire day on Sunday just demoing KeyForge to lots of people.
Doing free work for Ghost Galaxy.
Sorry, Wookie.
Slut.
It was Jeremy did give me a few decks as a thank you. So
Discovery
wasn't
Wait, did you get 3 decks or 4 decks?
did you get more than
Actually, if you got more than the top 8 at Worlds,
I definitely got more than the top 8 at Worlds. And I definitely got PV foil decks. So you're good.
Oh, Jesus.
So lesson is have Jeremy decide the prizes, not Josh, and you're going to be in better shape, I think, is the situation. So it was a good time. It was a good time.
Ridiculous.
It actually wasn't that many foil, but
Would you like to trade for my 24 and 25s?
Well, the one thing I did do, because Jeremy had to like document. Jeremy had to document what what he gave us, so that because then it's marketing expenses. So I just took one of everything. So
wait, time out.
He had to write it all out.
Did he sprawl it out on a table and be like, "Oh, just take what you want"?
Well, no, they had the display there where it was like all the stuff they were selling. So I was like, well, give me a CC, give me a GR, give me a this, give me a that.
And he just gave them to you?
Yeah. For demoing for 8 hours or whatever.
You passed by you said an M word.
What did I say?
What's marketing? 50% of it doesn't work.
know, right? I mean, this marketing seemed to work, at least to me, right?
You mean actually going ahead and demoing, having space for people to try out your game, to have people who are excited about it and talk about? Yes, that does work. Amazing. You got to do something.
Yeah.
Well, only half of it. Only half.
We're having a good time.
Hold on. Only half of it worked.
not everybody bought a deck, but like I don't know how many they sold, but they had to have sold more than they handed out. And the few decks they gave us.
You can hear
they gave you weren't the scraps, clearly.
I'm going to tell you that you can hear from the other cast that it is also talking about this with all of the redacted guys. And yes, there was quite a few individuals traveling through your group. You guys did an amazing job. But when you're passionate, it brings others to the game. They see that it's a perfect entrance. I will say it did sound like Discovery worked really well here for newbies and trying to get them in. It's not for us hardened KeyForge players, but this was very much intro level, and most of these individuals did not have KeyForge experience or know about vaults. They weren't.
All of these people are not ready for the Drazcore experience. Let's just put it that way. Maybe some of them were.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you had to talk about fighting a little bit. You know, like it was actually late. So Mammon was like, "Oh yeah, he was doing to try to get people to realize that fighting wasn't the first and only answer. Was he was telling people that, hey, in KeyForge, reaping is the offensive move and fighting is the defensive move because you're right." Gaining Ember is true.
Gaining Ember wins games.
Yeah, and I was like, that's actually a great way to explain it to folks. So, but I didn't do that. But I went and explained the game, and basically what I was doing was explaining like the gist of the game, and then get people going, and then as things would come up, help them with those rules and stuff. So it was pretty good. It's pretty fun.
My depression grows.
What's that?
So my depression grows.
Why is that?
It's still just... It's mind-boggling to me still to this day. How, like, literally, like... And I loved the analogy last week because I actually listened to your guys' episode last week. And I think it was Ewok who said it best. The lady giving out the pennies. Right? That's what KFC felt like. The lady who gave out the pennies for Halloween.
Well, no. I think I will add on to that. There were some amazing...
Like that lady?
There were some amazing things at KFC, but most of them were all put on by...
the community.
Individuals in the community. And so that, you literally are walking away with king-size candy bars, and you're like, this is amazing. From Whirly Ball to, like... experiences from Snackforge, like just being with people was great. I will say the event as a whole I felt ran well, but the prize support was definitely, it's not even pennies. It's like, here's a shilling, or like it was bad. It just was bad.
And it's just like, it's almost to the degree where the point where they're trying to tell us, hey, competitive KeyForge ain't it, guys. So just stop coming in thinking you're going to get prizes. Just me? Okay. Cool.
Like,
I don't know.
Before I don't really come for the prizes. It is disappointing when they're
But she'll bitch about them.
A little bit, but I mean, like, the pin, it's the only thing that I'll really keep meaningfully from the shit they gave me multiple years in a row.
Oh, yeah, I have one of your guys'
just
pins,
lame. I don't care about decks.
Did you like the smaller pin or the large? You know how there was larger pins last week?
It is annoying that the pin scale is not consistent.
Yeah. It's a first world problem, but yes.
I do have somebody's pin. I have two KFC pins. Somebody gave me a pin and was like, this is yours. And I was like, I got mine. And then I was like, but I'll double check. And yeah, I got two. So if you're missing a KFC pin, I guess let me know. I have two. I don't know how I got two, but I have two of them. But
I will just say, good job, Redacted Group. And
good job, Redacted / Team AC.
Let's claim credit for something we had nothing to do with.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Good job, Dave.
They're all part of the team.
DG and JJ, those two guys were there basically the whole con. And a bunch of the other guys were there either 1 or 2 whole days. So major props to those guys. I did one day, which I didn't even think I was going to do that much, honestly.
They may just be doing penance for poopy dragons.
Penance for poopy dragons?
I tell you, we were at locals tonight, and I basically just kept discarding my opponent's whole hand. And at the end of the game, he was like, "Can't wait for tired dragons." I was like, you know what? Me neither. It felt kind of bad. I won 3 keys. I think he got a pity key at the end, but he just couldn't do stuff the whole game. And I opened decently good for sealed, and he did not. And that can happen in any set, but at least you can do something, right? It's not like you call the house and then it's like, oops, you now have nothing.
So here's a weird question for everyone. You guys are all in the same boat we all float in, right? What is your thought? And I had this thought / feeling, I don't really know what to call it, of instead of going to more vaults next year, going to more things like a PAX U. As your
PAX U is not OP. Now they might do.
No, that's what I'm saying. Less KeyForge, more board games.
Right.
Oh, you mean us, or you mean GG?
Well, you personally, right? That's what I'm saying. You personally, because time and money are both things that are finite, right? Mm-hmm. So it's okay, do I want to go to more vault tours next year, or do I want to go to more things like a PAX U, Gen Con's kind of one of those things, but like a PAX U, I'm trying to think of some of the other ones, and they're not coming to mind right off the grip.
There's Origins, there's BGG
Origins,
Con,
there you go. That's
Dice Towers East and West. There's a whole bunch, right?
Because if this was the prize support for Worlds, it's I get
there's no prizes at those things. You pay more money to go and play board games where you win nothing.
Right, but
why can't
you pay full price for the board game?
Why do the prizes matter so much?
They are an incentive for some individuals, just like when people were demoing.
I know. We've had this argument.
It's not
many times.
It's not an argument. Some of the individuals at PAX U,
and I'm going to tell you that having to be incentivized to do everything in life isn't going to lead to happiness.
Yeah, you have intrinsic motivation. Others have extrinsic. That's the difference. Not everyone is going to have intrinsic, and you have to be able to take care of both.
Can I talk now?
No.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
So we're a PAX or an Origins, and I understand what you're saying, Sheep, but a PAX or an Origins or a things of these natures, right, are very low key, very casual. I feel like I could go to one of these events, enjoy some of the same people that I go to vault tours with in the same capacity, and not go and compete, right? When you go to a vault tour, your whole idea is to compete. Vault tours are nothing but competition, right? And with their system, sure, with their system, once you're O2, your day's done, right? You don't have, you can go into Second Ember, I guess. And I guess, honestly, you could go do something else. But most of the people at a vault tour are there for KeyForge. So you're not going to have other things like yeah, I go to a PAX and I scrub out of whatever shitty side event they have. I can go do other things. There's a lot of effort that goes. And you can tell me if I'm wrong. There's a lot of effort that goes into going to a vault tour and being super competitive in KeyForge. No,
we haven't done that in a long time.
I mean,
to a degree.
Like,
I mean, my last time probably being super competitive in any of this was probably Roseville, and that was it. And then after that, I kind of didn't care anymore. Well, I don't want to say I didn't care anymore, but I kind of was laissez-faire about it, right? I had my spot. I was happy. I didn't need to do much of anything else until KFC rolled around. Either way, I don't know. I feel like if I'm going to put a lot of time, effort, money into an event that you yourself is going to tell me is competitive, this, that, and everything else, the prizes need to be worth my time, money, and experience. I'm not saying it has to all be one for one, right? I'm not saying that I'm paying you $100, I'm expecting $100 in prize support back. Not saying that. But I am saying that I'm putting a lot of time, money, effort into this. My expectation is at least you put bare minimum the fucking effort. I'm not saying you need to give me $100 in prize support. What I'm saying is I need $100 in fucking effort. Right? Because it's the same shit year in and year out. Like, nothing changes at a vault tour. We're all going to bitch about the same thing in 2026 that we bitched about in 2025. Jeremy needs to get his... sorry.
None of these conversations are changing. There isn't more money.
And this
Nothing's
is why,
going to change. So if it doesn't work for you, you go find something else to do.
And this is why I'm saying, personally, is this something you guys would look at going into more of these events as opposed to vault tours? I think the rest of us
go to more of those events already.
Probably. Then me, yes.
Graz is going to several board gaming events. JR and I aren't doing as many as we've maybe done long in the past, but both of us make it to a few.
I don't think you're understanding my question. I'm saying, would you do more of these instead of going to vault tours, or are you just going to do them both? And it just really doesn't matter.
Well, so I mean, honestly, like the vault tours have my friends, right?
Right.
They've got you guys, right? They got other folks who, who are cool that we hang out with from the community, right? And that's probably the biggest draw. Like,
it is.
And we go out afterwards, and that's a good time. I mean, PAX is easy for me because it's like a short train ride away, and then I know people who are in the area, right? So that one's like a slam dunk for me. But getting to a bigger convention somewhere further away is a little tricky because it's probably more expensive than going to a vault because, there's even more people there and it's probably a bigger city. So it's probably more expensive. And then right, PAX getting in the door for 3 days was, quite a bit more expensive than going to a vault tour. And then you get there and you're expected to spend more money.
Right? Sure. Events cost money and a lot of those.
This was designed as a personal question to each one of you, and Sheep just took it very gutturally and literally, and it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, my response, Wookie, is it's not going to change where I am personally going.
Okay, and that was my question. Thank you for answering. I was just saying, hey, is this something that you would say maybe I focus on this a little more? Because me personally, I'm kind of in there hey, maybe I focus on this a little more. I don't know.
So in my personal,
because I don't feel like I get
on the PAX next year.
I might, and because I don't feel like I get the amount of effort in these because it's not going to change. It's the same song and dance that we have.
I think every year. My experience with board gaming events is it's way more effort for me to go to these board gaming events and have a good time than the KeyForge stuff.
Okay.
Like it's way more work to schedule your day. You're going.
You got to sign up for
games.
stuff in advance.
You don't have the same even general social contract. When you sit down to KeyForge, you mostly know what to expect. When you sit down to board games with randos, man, people are not on the same page at all.
That's truth to that.
That's
like they're you'll have good experiences, but you'll have bad experiences. But it's a lot. I don't know. I find board gaming conventions, like you'll see me at Gen Con, I don't even sign up for a lot of stuff because the fear of dealing with randos is too high for me. I can't deal with it. It is not enjoyable for me. And
so
then
when I went to Gen Con, I did go, I signed up for a Starfinder game because I had not played Starfinder. And I own the books, never played, right? So I'm like, I should actually try it, and I was definitely nervous because it's definitely randos. And it was fine, but like it was, it wasn't the same as like hanging out with a bunch of friends who are like super passionate about the same thing.
Okay.
Also, or even like we were all like trying out the game. We weren't like, this is one of our favorite games, let's all play this together, even though we don't know each other, which, when you're playing KeyForge, that's often the case, right? So it was just different, right?
I think there is still some takeaway, Wookie, from this conversation. The conversation, there's still some areas for improvement. One of them being that, frankly, the 2LO system is not conducive to people who are getting in, who are coming to an event just for KeyForge. I know they want to have their second Amber, but the short bit is I still had some of the best times going ahead and playing the final games at 1 and 5 or 2 and 4. There's nothing wrong with that. You find people that are at your own level. I think the second Amber has improved, but the short answer is that it's easy enough to opt in that, are you playing the next round? Yes or no. We now have that on a screen, and that was really the impetus. What was causing problems was for pairing people when people didn't return because they had lost. I think if we just go ahead and submit, do you want to continue to play? Yes, great. I press my button, I'm going to be here. But especially when we're in game stores, which is a really good thing, game stores have helped this space. I think that we want to just come in and continue to play. Do I think that on the other side, that marketing is extremely important and getting into PAX U, into some of the cons is important? Sure. And if you have people like the Redacted crew that are gung-ho for your game and will put in the legwork for you, 1,000%, that has a huge payout to be able to have people who can play, to demo, especially if you have passionate people.
It is better to have the passionate people because, like, Dexter and Cole were doing Riftbound, a game they didn't know a ton about and had to learn before they went. So would you rather have a Dexter and Cole who don't know much about it and are just kind of learning with you, or a bunch of people who are passionate about the game?
There is Riftbound on the same night we play KeyForge, and we consistently have more players than them. So,
really?
That's
you guys don't have many players, from what I hear.
Well, we're in Milwaukee, so I mean, if it ain't Magic, it ain't playing, right? So,
yeah,
that's.
You're.
I mean, there was a lot of Magic player. We had how many? How many people we have? I think we had 7 players tonight, and there was probably 20 to 30 Magic players in the store tonight when we were playing.
Yeah, so I don't know. Just like I said, it was just kind of an interesting tidbit that I've been thinking about, because even, it's like going to some of these things, it's like, well, I have opportunities in certain areas, and what am I looking for in the future, right? So I was just curious personally, is it a thought that runs through your head, or is it just nothing much is changing? And that's nothing much is changing. That's also fine.
To me, I would love to do a yes and, right? I would love to be like, I'll do both, right?
Right.
There's only so much time and so much money.
Yeah.
Right.
There is, but our community is so good that it is very worthwhile. Like I take specific time because I enjoy hanging out with my KeyForge family. I enjoy being able to play the game, and to put both of those on some of the long weekends, yes, I will definitely do it. There's no question about it. But if you put me in a con to be able to go ahead and do it, it's not going to entice me more. It is our community that's driving it. It is the game that's driving it. So I like that.
All right. Well, I hear sheep are already grumbling in the background. It's his bedtime. It's my bedtime too.
Oh, we got to tuck him in?
Yeah, we got to tuck sheep in. Everybody say goodnight, sheep.
Nighty night, sheep.
Night, sheep.
Sleep tight.
Thank you. Good night.
With that being said,
Here's your blankie.
Yeah, he's got to get that, and he's got to go get his fuzzy Gruen stuffy.
Did I have some warm milk?
No. Go to bed. Swallow your spit.
Ewok will suckle you.
Yeah, probably.
Alrighty. And with that being said, we will see you all next week.
Happy Fortune, everyone.
May the Forge be with you. I love you all so
Can I have
much.
my baba?
There's your Baba kid.
You need your binky?
Well, apparently roll some dice and use a finger if you...
Whoa, easy, Crusher.
When it all goes dark, don't know who to